All right, guys, back with round 13. Finnegan Lynch, Zork, NightMarch versus Igor Costa, DrampaGarb. I guess let's kind of talk about this matchup initially. I think this matchup is favored for DrampaGarb slightly. It's very close if the NightMarch player is very good. And it kind of comes down to setting up ability lock Garb and then getting to use Oricorio as much as possible. Followed by what do I want to say? Followed by Trash Lance, just knocking out stuff like Zorks and stuff, one-shotting them. Which is very easy because NightMarch plays so many items and they have to put a ton of items in their discard pile early to get rolling. And here we go. Hex, turn 1. I like this. I like this from Finn immediately. The turn 1 Hex, if he does play it. He's going to go back in with the Battle Compressor as well. Definitely can't be bad. If he does go with the turn 1 Hex, I really like it. Hex more often will shut down a turn 1 Bridget. Then Getsis will actually shut them down completely. And if you just shut down the turn 1 Bridget, that's really all you want. The turn 1 Hex will shut down Lele, meaning it also shuts down Ultra Ball. Sure, Getsis can get rid of Ultra Ball, but if they just have a supporter to follow up, they don't really care too much. But for sure, shutting down the Bridget is super nice. So you got the Hex. I love it. I love the turn 1 Hex out of Finn to shut off. To most likely shut off the turn 1 Bridget from Igor. Maybe he just has it raw in his hand. There's Lele. Can't Wonder Tag. Attach. Float Zone. I assume Big Wheel. Keeping the Float Zone, I like. That's fine. That's not a big deal. You don't need a ton of tools against NightMarch. They only play 1 Field Blower. And they definitely do not want to puzzle for Field Blower. So getting out of your deck so you don't draw is probably better than putting it back in your deck because you really want to see Trubbishes right now. That's all really Igor is looking for is Trubbish. Trubbish and some way to kill a NightMarcher each turn. That's why Bridget is so good. But whiffing the Bridget isn't terrible, actually. So we're seeing a Battle Compressor, and he took a puzzle off the Trainer's Mail. I think he does have a puzzle in hand. So it looks like he's going to commit to a double puzzle early. Floatstone as well. So it looks like he's going to double puzzle for Mars Shadow, Floatstone. And then he probably has enough NightMarches in there to get the KO. I like this early aggressive play, actually, kind of. I don't know how much I like this. We'll see how it goes. But this means he's not putting a ton of NightMarches in his discard pile immediately. There's actually no Garb in play. So the chance of Mars Shadow going back-to-back knockouts is actually pretty high. Yeah, I guess I like this. I just like this overall. He plays the Tauros, too. Interesting. Tauros actually could be pretty good in this matchup specifically because it's so tanky. It's hard. It would be hard for the DrampaGarb to kill. Because this version of DrampaGarb that Igor's playing doesn't actually use Berserk very often. Some games you just won't use it at all. It looks like he doesn't have the second one to follow up. He's debating benching a NightMarcher, I think, there. Opts against it. Yeah, so this Mars Shadow is actually going to put in a ton of work. He should be able to easily get the KO with the Mars Shadow on the Drampa. That should be no problem. Did he whiff? I hope he didn't whiff. Okay, he might have to. That's unfortunate that he has to use Dowsing to get there. For sure. There's only 4. Yeah, there's only 4. So he has to use Dowsing Machine to get there. That's actually really unfortunate for Finn here. It's a lot of items now. But he's going to be so far ahead off this initial play that I don't think it's going to matter too much. He's once again trying to limit how many Pokemon are in his discard pile. Once again, I'm not like the... I don't know how much I like this Mars Shadow play, overextending the puzzles immediately. So we're going to see how this plays out, but I think it's fine. I don't think there's any real problem with it. It puts less Pokemon in the discard pile. I'm not a huge fan of this Shaman play, actually. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this Shaman play. I would have rather seen this come down next turn if he really needed to use it. Igor doesn't have a Trubbish in play. There's no ability lock coming online. There's nothing to stop the Shaman from being played next turn, really. I guess Parallel City. So if his hand is dead and he knows about Parallel City, then playing this is fine, I guess. But if his hand's not dead, I would have just rather seen that stay in his hand, I think. If he has any kind of follow-up at all. I mean, getting the Zorg out is very nice, though. So he did get the Zorg, which is super nice, I guess. I think this might be end up being a fast game one because Igor does not have much going on at all. And I don't see a way he actually... Oh, I definitely don't think he can deal with his Mars Shadow this turn. He really needs to find Trubbish. I don't think he has a card in his deck that can deal with Mars Shadow. Oricorio can maybe kill the Joltik this turn, which is cute. You need to draw prizes. So, Community DC and then Chorus. It's all right. He really needs to find another Trubbish here, though. You may as well draw the one prize on the Joltik. You may as well get something going. Better than nothing. There we go. There's another Trubbish. Because he needs to set up... Ooh, double Trubbish. That's even better. And then actually from this point... yeah. Finn can't actually go, like, Guzma kill... Finn can't go, like, Guzma kill Lele into Guzma kill another GX. There's no other GXs on board. So if he can... If Igor can maybe... If he can get off the Trash Lance next turn for sure is what he needs to look to do. He needs to look to Trash Lance next turn, kill the Mars Shadow. And then from there, set up Ability Lock Arp and Trash Lance and end the turn after. Maybe even parallel sitting away his own Lele if he can at some point while getting down another non-GX Pokemon to make Finn actually draw 3 more 1EX, non-GX, non-EX knockouts after this Oricorio. He needs to try and prolong the game. Okay, double puzzle again already. I mean, I guess it has to be what it is. I don't know why he's going with this. Maybe he has Sycamore in hand or something. I almost would like to see him stick around for later. Maybe he knows exactly what he needs, though, to close out this game. Maybe he already has a game plan where he's going to be able to close it out. So I guess that's fine. Looks like he's going with the Lysander or Guzma. Okay, so that's why he's going with this play then. He's going because he wants to get aggressive. He wants to draw kill the Lele before it has a chance to be paralyzed away. I like benching the Zorua here, I think, with the Flowstone. Having the Flowstone in play, having 2 DC in play to be able to retreat off of. I like benching the Zorua. As long as the other Zork's in the deck. I think Finn is just running a 2/2 Zork. Yeah, so I guess he's just getting really aggressive. Actually, I like that play. Then getting aggressive, killing the Lele. I guess... Okay, actually, I don't like benching the Zorua because now he didn't kill Oricorio. So now Oricorio gets another kill here. And then he can go Trash Lance and worry about this. So yeah, I actually don't like this bench because it gives Igor something. It gives Igor more likely something to do on his turn. All right, so now Igor can have the game plan of Oricorio kill this. Oricorio dies, and then he goes set up Ability Lock Arb, set up Trashalanche, and Parallel City, kill this, and then Zorg actually can't kill a Trashalanche Garbodor. And then Finn runs out of ways to draw his last prize. He can find a NightMarcher and get the NightMarcher set up. That's possible, but his board doesn't really allow for it yet. I guess when this dies, it's possible he'll be able to get that NightMarcher down, but he has to find another DCE as well is the other thing. We'll see how it plays out. So there's the Parallel City, but he can't afford to play that right now. So I wonder if Igor's going to go for a Teammates here. He's going to go for the N. I would have almost liked to have seen him go for Teammates and try and set up the play I was just talking about for the following turn. I don't know what else he has in hand. Benching the Lele really sucks. But I guess if he has a Parallel City in hand, he can Parallel City away the thing right now, which he might have. I think I saw Parallel City in hand. So he might Parallel City away his own... Yeah, Parallel City away his own Lele. And so he really needs Psychic Energy here to kill the Mars Shadow. But even then, Finn can just follow up with a bench Pokemon and kill the Trashalanche Garbodor. It's possible he whiffs that. And then from there, I guess if Igor just gets another Trashalanche... I think he whiffed the Psychic Energy here. It looks like he whiffed the Psychic Energy. So he's not going to be able to do anything this turn. So I guess you go with the Oricorio. Kill the Zorua. Yeah. And then Finn's follow-up has to be the... Oh, he can kill Shaman. I think I would have liked to kill the Zorua there. Okay, hold up. 3 prizes. You kill the Zorua. Unless his hand is dead and he really needs cards out of his prizes. If you kill Zorua, you go to 4 prizes. The only thing that can attack on Finn's board currently is a Zoroark. And it's possible for Finn to go kill a Zoroark, set up another Zoroark, kill a Zoroark. But if you kill the Zorua, he can't set up another Zoroark. So he has to go kill a Zoroark, you kill Zoroark, and then he could just whiff from there another attacker. All he needs is NightMarch or DCE, I guess, to find that last prize then. But Field Blower is a very nice pull here. Moves the Flowstone, he gets the trade. Battle Compressor's in his deck further. Doesn't have many cards left in his deck. So Igor has to find another N here. But if Finn actually just finds NightMarcher and DCE, I'm pretty sure Finn just wins. I'm not sure why he's getting rid of Getsus. I feel like he would maybe want that, unless he plans to use Getsus this turn. I feel like he would want that as an out to draw into, to draw anything. But he definitely just does. He does just want to find Night Marcher plus DCE this turn, I think. He's got the Juniper too. Oh, see, this is why I wanted the other Zork to die, because now I think he's going to commit the DCE to the Zork, right? I don't see a reason not to. So he can use... Oh, he can use Marsh Shadow to attack this turn, actually, now. That's right, because he got the blower. So Marsh Shadow gets to knock out here, and then the Zork just gets a knockout, and he just wins the game. And then he just wins. He can even bench the Joltik. Oh, yeah, commit DCE to Zork, I think. He could leave it. He can also leave it in his deck. Or in his hand. So Igor's play has to be Tool here, Psychic Energy here, N, and then hope Finn does not get a bench Pokemon, so the Zork can't kill anything. And I'm sure Trash Knights will be killing Zork. Wonder Tag. It has to be for N, I think. I don't think there's anything else he can go for here. And then, once again, Psychic Energy. The ultimate draw would be Psychic Energy, Field Blower away his own Parallel City, Finn, down to 3. But at the very least, he needs Psychic Energy and N. And a tool on this. So he's going with Teammates. I don't think this ever wins you the game. Maybe his Ns are prized, or he doesn't have one he can find. If he can't find an N, I guess that's reasonable. But there's like no way, yeah. Interesting. Okay, so maybe Igor didn't have access to an N here, but I feel like you have to N here because there's no way Finn doesn't have Win in hand. So even though you have to get lucky off the N and hit Tool Psychic off N to 3, I feel like that's your only out because there's no way Finn doesn't win here. Finn literally needs a DCE for a Joltik or a benched Pokemon. There's no way Finn doesn't have one of those in hand. So even though it seems unreasonable to get those, and I think I see an N in his hand, actually. Even though it's unreasonable to get the Tool and Psychic, you don't actually win unless you do it. So you have to do it. So I definitely think that should have been played as an N and not a Teammates for the turn. All right, we got Igor going first now. Ideal turn 1 for Igor is Bridget. Oh, yeah, there we go. Trubbish and a Bridget. It's insane. It's very good. At this point, you maybe just get the Oricorio. Or just go with Quad Trub. I like Quad Trub, too. Quad Trubbish is really good. It gets the job done for sure. And early like this with Finnegan opening Punkaboo, Quad Trubbish is even better because you'll probably Tool drop the first Punkaboo. The parallel to 3 is very nice. Yeah. Retreat to Trubbish. I'm not sure how much I like that. I don't know what the rest of his hand is. He maybe has to Big Wheel next turn. So if he assumes this... But if he's assuming this dies, then he shouldn't play the Parallel City yet. If he's assuming his active is going to die... Like, okay, if his hand is dead, except for an energy to Big Wheel, and this doesn't die, then he draw passes for a turn, which is even worse because that there's a higher chance Finnegan can just go Guzma kill Drampa the next turn. So I think you may as well keep this Parallel City in hand. And if his active is going to die, it's going to probably be from Punkaboo, meaning Finn needs to hit the stadium, Dimension Valley, to replace the stadium. So you may as well keep the stadium to replace it back. But I guess then you can't Tool drop. But if you plan on Righteous Big Wheeling anyways, that doesn't matter. So I think you keep the stadium in your hand here. I like that. And even though it seems like if your active dies, then you have to push up Zorua, it's fine. Like, always get the Zoruas out in NightMarch when you have an Ultra Ball. Never go get another NightMarcher. Chances you find another NightMarch off your supportive return is so high. Just like, get the Zoruas out there, get the Zorks going. It's so strong when they get online. Alright, I don't think Finn's getting the knockout this turn. So we'll see what Igor has in hand. I'm very curious to see what Igor has in hand. Debating Magic Punkaboo goes with Punkaboo. So either top deck that or had that in hand. Either way, I'm gonna use it. DC choice band, something in hand. Probably just go for a Sycamore then. Juniper. I'm still unsure about treating the Drampa actually. Unless his hand was dead into the top deck, and then he just had DCE. I thought he had DCE in hand there. So he's going for Trash Lanch, I guess. I guess that's fine. Looks like he whiffed. But I would have been fine. I would have been content with... Hold up. I'm pretty sure he had a DCE in hand, right? Yeah, there's a DCE in hand there. So I would have been content with attaching DCE to Lele and use Lele as a follow-up attacker to this maybe dying active. I think Igor... I don't know. Like, the chance of you getting Trash Lanch in Psychic is not that high. The deck only plays 5 Psychic Energy, 4 Psychic, 1 Rainbow. So it looks like a draw pass from Finn. Rainbow. Basically, Sycamore. Once again, just wants Trash Lanch. I assume Trash Lanch is killing. I would hope Trash Lanch is killing at this point. That's 2 tools away. That's actually a lot of tools down for Igor. Hope he doesn't run out of tools at this point. So there's the KO. I don't know if Finn's just biding his time. I think he is maybe biding his time to use teammates. Draw. 4. No, it looks like he's just top decking. It looks like he's actually just dead drawing. Nothing going on. It looks like there's going to be another draw pass from Finn here. So Igor maybe takes game 2 then. I don't actually know how the series ends up. Guzma. All right, that could slow down Igor for a while actually. Field blower. Ooh, Flowstone. There it is. Nice. Sets up the Drampa. I don't know. I'd maybe rather see the Psychic Energy on the Trubbish, to be honest. Attacking with Drampa seems pretty unreasonable. I think I'd rather see Psychic Energy on the Lele or the Trubbish, actually, to be honest. Probably on the Trubbish. Like, you already have the Trubbishes ready to go. So Finn's going for teammates. But I don't see how Finn ever wins this game at this point. I'd like to see how, if it does happen, I'd like to see it happen, though, to be honest. I definitely have Finn very unfavored at this point with the current board state. We'll see, though. We'll see how it ends up. He's already used 1 puzzle. He just got DCE, D Valley. Gets a prize. Ultra Ball. Trash Lanch. Trash Lanch going to attack again. I think there was a Stretcher in hand. So there's another Psychic coming to the Trubbish. Via Seeker, I assume, just for Sycamore. Yep. Via Seeker ahead of time. I like that. I think the only way you really lose this game ever is... I don't actually like that Choice Band attachment, though. So I don't think there's a whole ton of items in Finn's discard pile. So it's possible Zord kills this turn. I think I would like to see the Choice Band on the bench Trubbish. Or hold it. Because if he field blowers, you still want a tool on this guy here. So I think I would like to see that Choice Band on the bench Trubbish. Yeah, I would like to see that Choice Band on the bench Trubbish. On the active, it's like... This thing's dead. Yeah, so I would like to... I think overall, I would have liked to have seen him hold the Choice Band. And if he is going to put it in play, bench Trubbish. Hold it, though, because he's actually running out of tools. He's discarded a lot of tools already, and you want to keep Ability Lock Garb in play at all times, if possible. So, yeah, I would have liked to have seen that be held back. You've also, like, Sycamore like a billion times already, and if you got End, you'd be End to 3, so there's a good chance you still draw out of it, I think. Battle Compressor. Second Zorua is very nice for Finn here. Okay, also... Alright, so he has a Flowstone in hand for sure, but... Just a little note is... From what I can tell, he evolved the wrong Trubbish. He should have left this one open to be evolved into, I feel like. Yeah. Yeah, because if you leave this one to be open to evolved into, then he could have tool dropped this turn. Like if he had held Choice Band back, teammates gets Floatstone. Already has Floatstone. Floatstones. And then looks like he's gonna do a DCE knockout here. Yeah, DCE to Lele. And then has floats on, and he could have tool dropped. But the Lele knockout is definitely fine for sure. But tool drop might have been a little bit better actually. I'm pretty sure Finn is like out of field blower now. I think Finn only plays one field blower. Looks like gets us or teammates he's gonna go for. N. Okay, N. N's fine. He needs Igor to whiff attacking for one turn. So once again, if this one was a tool drop, he has an out of just getting if this one had evolved first into one of the early trash launches, which it could have, he would have tool drop set up and ready to go, and he would just need a tool to kill this Punkaboo. Another, like, one less out. If he had held that tool back, once again, if he had held the tool back, the choice band, and attached it to like this Trubbish, which is probably where it would have gone. Flowstone here, choice band here, tool drop with this guy. I think you still kill with Lele no matter what, even if this guy's set up to tool drop. But now there's another out for him to tool drop. And kill this Punkaboo. That's like the only threat that's about to come up. Does he have enough? He's thinking about it. Battle compressoring. Sure. I don't know if Igor thought he maybe needs to use garbage collection. It didn't look like he discarded anything important. It looks like he got to use Stretcher and Super Rod efficiently. So I don't know whatever he would look to get back with garbage collection. It's possible there is something. Once again, if he just has a tool here, or if he had held back the choice band and then put the choice band in play, he could have just tool dropped for the kill. Like tool drop is that's why we played tool drop, is because it's very good against the NightMarch matchup. You just need 3 tools in play. They put D-Valley in play for you, 1 psychic energy, and you can trade 1-for-1 prizes with NightMarch. But he put himself in a position where he didn't evolve this one first, but then commit the psychic energy to it, and now he can't tool drop. Right, the Chorus. I would assume he gets a knockout here somehow. At the very least, he could Righteous Edge, if depending on the count of stuff in Finn's discard pile. He definitely doesn't want to use a GX here, though. Using a GX here is not good. All right, so he's got Ultra Ball, should be for Trash Avalanche, and then should be able to Trash Avalanche and just kill that active Punkaboo. Okay. I guess he is looking for the garbage collection at some point then, maybe. I don't know why he wouldn't evolve this one, attach Psychic Energy here, because then that allows him to, once again, tool drop with this one. Finn might just have game, though. Oh, he's got a pretty good hand, yeah. Oh, man. He literally had the perfect hand to get the game. All right. It's going on to the next one. All right. So that's going to do it for that game.